today. How you doing, Kenny? There we go. I love it. We're going to get going on ice very soon, then it looks like. Ice, ice, baby. Dum, 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 ba-dum, boom. So after ice, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking like we're finally going to get that 6 years of Series 1 break going and the SBA with the box giveaway. I love it. I am excited. I am ready to break tonight. I will be back in 2 seconds. Good boy. All right, let's get that ice break rolling, shall we? All right, here we go. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Two boxes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, best of luck. Let's do this. Starting off CNC Group Break, 24,435. We have the 2-box break of 2324 Upper Deck Ice. We have an Ice Premiers, number to 999 for Minnesota of Damon Hunt, a green for the Rangers of Braden Schneider, and a rookie for Buffalo of Devin Levi. Sub-Zero for Detroit of Marco Casper, green for Calgary of Matthew Coronado, and a rookie for the Islanders of William Dufour. We have a Depth of Winter for Colorado of McKinnon, a green for Carolina of Kochetkov, and a rookie for Minnesota of Brock Faber. Purple for Washington of Sonny Milano, green for Seattle of Matty Beniers, and a rookie for Toronto of Matthew Nyes. Depth of Winter for Vancouver of JT Miller, green for Toronto of Bobby McMahon, rookie for Anaheim of Nikita Nestorenko. Purple of Wyatt Kaiser for Chicago, green for Winnipeg of Gabe Vilardi, and a rookie of Jonathan Gruden for Pittsburgh. Pretty. Green of Jason Robertson for Dallas, rookie for Ottawa of Ridley Gregg, and a signature swatches for the Minnesota Wild of Brian Propp. Purple for Seattle of Philly Philip Grubauer, green for Calgary of Dustin Wolf, rookie for Montreal of Owen Beck. Depth of winter for Seattle of Burakovsky, green for Detroit of Jeff Petrie, and a rookie for Toronto of Bobby McMahon. Number to 299, Ice Premier's green for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Matt Tompkins. Green for Boston of James Van Riemsdyk, and a rookie for Vancouver of Aiden McDonough. Frozen in ice for Carolina of Sebastian Aho, green for St. Louis of Hugh McGing, and a rookie for Seattle of Ty Cartier. Snowman for Nashville of Yaroslav Askarov, green for Chicago of Lucas Reichel, and a Milos Kelemen, rookie for Arizona. Box 2. Purple of Kuzmenko for Vancouver, green for the Islanders of Sorokin, rookie for Detroit of Marco Kasper. Depth of winter for Washington of Ovi, green for Dallas of Matt Murray, and a Walker Duehr rookie for Calgary. Purple of Henry Thrun for San Jose, green for Toronto of Matthews, and a Wyatt Kaiser rookie for Chicago. Ice Premier's number 2/999 for the Philadelphia Flyers of Emile Andre. Green of Seth Jarvis for Carolina, and a rookie for Buffalo of Zach Benson. Sub-Zero for Edmonton of Connor McDavid. Green for the Rangers of Will Coyle, and a Yuri Patera, rookie for Vegas. Depth of winter of Marco Kasper for Detroit. Green for Tampa, Brandon Hagel, and a Samuel Bolduc, rookie for the Islanders. Ice Premier's number /999 for Calgary of Connor Zary. Green for Boston of Jeremy Swayman, and a rookie for San Jose of Daniil Gushin. Green of Luke Evangelista for Nashville, rookie of Artur Silovs for Vancouver. And number /299, exquisite rookie for Chicago of Luke Philp. Depth of winter for the Islanders of Bo Horvat, green for Tampa of Tanner Jeannot, and a rookie for Washington of Iorio. Green for Calgary of Blake Coleman, rookie of Jet Greaves for Columbus, and an Ice Premier's jersey for Detroit of Simone Edvinsson. Purple for Detroit of Moritz Seider, green of Michael Kesselring for Arizona, and a rookie of Ollie Eriksson-Ek for Anaheim. Depth of winter for Edmonton of McDavid, green for Montreal of Cole Caulfield, and Hunter McEwen rookie for Columbus. There we go, folks. Congrats, Scott! I'm happy for you. That'll be a really fun break. And we're really close to getting it going, too. So that is very exciting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what shall we get going next? I'm thinking that 6 years of Series 1 is high up on the list. What do you guys think? I agree, Floor. It's right there. I'm also excited about the Halloween mix, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't taken a peek at that one, make sure you do. We're calling it the Trick or Treat mix because you're either going to get a trick and not win a prize or get a treat and win a prize. Because half of the break is winning a box in that break. Right? It is cool. It's fun. Who says you can't trick or treat as an adult, right? And we got the Premier breaks up. So Premier is going to be a lot of fun on Wednesday. So who's going to grab a spot and get the ball rolling for us on our next break, ladies and gentlemen? We have 6 left in both the 6 Years of Series 1 and the SB Authentic break and Trilogy. That's probably not good. That's 666. One of those breaks has to change. We can't have them all being at 6. I know it's Halloween week, but that's just unacceptable. Abby, how are you, my friend? I am pretty good myself. Ready to keep the party rolling over here. Okay, good. We got one of the breaks down to 5. We're no longer on the devil's number. All right, 5 left in that Series 1 break, ladies and gentlemen. who is next to step up for a spot? I've had so many people tell me that they're surprised that one's not filling up faster. So who's going to help us get it filled up faster? And who's going to be watching the World Series tonight? The Halloween mix is on the move. Spooky. The Series 1 break is down to 4 spots remaining. looking like 3 spots remain. What are the hiccups? All right, guys, 1 lonely spot remains. Zero lonely spots remain. All right, guys, once those last 2 payments come in, we're going to get going on that Series 1 break. But that leaves us with the task of filling up this SBA break that has just 6 spots remaining, or this Trilogy break that has just 6 spots remaining, or even this Stature break, which has just 7 spots remaining. So we're just waiting on an e-transfer payment to come in, folks, but the spots were just taken, so I am in no way worried about that one. But if in the meantime anybody wants to grab a few spots in the SBA or the Stature, the Trilogy, or any of the other breaks, that would be amazing. the way you think, Floor. And Jason, if you are in the room, sir, can you let me know if your payment is on the way, please? Jason S. I see you just took the spots at the end there. I just need to know if the payment is on its way. And I apologize for the delay here, guys. Again, Jason, if you're in the room, please let me know. I can give you about 5 more minutes, just because the spots were taken so recently. No, you took the 3. I haven't seen the second 2 payments that you just took. So it could just be a e-transfer issue. It's not unusual. But if you don't mind, could you please email me the confirmation just showing that they were sent? And then I can mark them paid, and when they come in, that'll be great. But then we can at least just get started on the break. notified of it on my end yet. I can double check the bank account. Sometimes there's just a delay with e-transfers. It's nothing you did, nothing we did. It's just kind of, sometimes there's a delay. So we just ask in situations like that, if you can just email us the confirmation stating that it has come out, then we can continue. I haven't gotten the email, but let me check the actual bank. CloutsnChara@gmail.com, the same place you send the e-transfer to. Yeah, so far I've only had the one come in. And it looks like that SBA break is down to 3 left, folks. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. All right, let's get this party started. All right. All right, guys, these are the team randoms for that 6 years of Series 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. gentleman. Let's get this going. So we got 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, and 25, 26. Here we go, ladies and gents. Best of luck. Starting off CNC Group Break 24-4-11, we have the 6 years of Series 1, starting with the 25-26. Best of luck, folks. Canvas for St. Louis of Jordan Binnington, Noah Ostland, Young Guns for Buffalo, and a compositions for St. Louis of Maddie Beniers. Encore for Minnesota, Brock Faber, portrait speckle for the Rangers of Adam Fox, tracking systems for San Jose of Askarov. Compadres for Detroit of DeBrincat and Larkin, Young Guns for Tampa of Jack Finley, and a Cup Quest for New Jersey of Timo Meier. Canvas for Seattle of Jared McCann, Young Guns for Philly of Jacob Gosher, and a Portraits for Columbus of Zach Werenski. Encore for Edmonton, Leon Draisaitl, Sizzle Reel for Toronto of Austin Matthews, and a black and white Young Guns canvas for Carolina of Ryan Suzuki. Sizzle Reel of Bobrovsky for Florida, Carson Dorwart, Young Guns for Philly, and a compositions for Nashville of Philip Forsberg. Sizzle Reel Speckle of Bobrovsky for Florida, Canvas for Colorado of Valerie Nichushkin, and a goal-oriented for Montreal of Caulfield. Encore for Seattle of Maddie Beniers, tracking systems of Logan Thompson for Washington, and a Young Guns of Sam Rinzel for Chicago. Outburst base for Utah, Mikhail Sergachev, Bustle for Montreal of Lane Hudson, and a Portraits of Brandon Hagel for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Dazzlers for Chicago of Artem Levshinov, Canvas for Pittsburgh of Letang, and a Compositions for Montreal of Hudson. Encore of Barbashev for Vegas, tracking systems of Kochetkov for Carolina, and a Young Guns of Parker Ford for the Winnipeg Jets. Dazzlers Pink for Seattle of Jared McCann, Compadres for Winnipeg of Hellebuck and Morrissey, and a Cup Quest for Seattle of Jared McCann. On to 24-25. Young Guns renewed for Nashville of Roman Josi, Gavin Brindley, Young Guns for Columbus, and an aimbots of Elias Pettersson for Vancouver. Breaking news for Toronto of Matthew Nyes, gaming PvP between Anaheim and Arizona of McTavish and Keller, and a City Satellites for Arizona of Keller. Black and white canvas for Colorado of Devin Tays, Young Guns of Lucas Cormier for Vegas, and a Young Guns canvas, Brad Lambert for the Winnipeg Jets. Dazzlers for Winnipeg of Connor Hellebuck, canvas of Evgeny Malkin for Pittsburgh, and a gaming FOV for Detroit of Larkin. A-Lines Speckle for the Washington Capitals of Ovi Stroman Wilson, gaming XP of Jesper Bratt for New Jersey, and an Ovechkin checkpoint for Washington. to 1,000 for Pittsburgh of Tristan Jarry. Frank Nazar, Young Guns for Chicago. And a Portraits of Elias Pettersson for Vancouver. Young Guns renewed for Boston of Brad Marchand. Zach Dean, Young Guns for St. Louis. And a Portraits of Jack Hughes for the Devils. Canvas of Nemec for New Jersey. A-line Speckle for Utah of Michelli, Cooley, and Keller. And an XP for Montreal of Caulfield. City Satellite Speckle for Chicago of Bedard. Justin Brazeau, Young Guns for Boston. And a Carter Verhaeghe Aimbots for Florida. Outburst base for the Islanders of Ryan Pulock. Gaming Co-op of Kaprizov and Eriksson Ek for Minnesota. Checkpoint for Boston of Charlie McAvoy. Gaming XP Speckle for Tampa of Kucherov. Gaming Co-op of Suzuki and Caulfield for Montreal. And a City Satellites for Dallas of J-Rob. Canvas of Thatcher Demko for Vancouver. Young Guns renewed for Boston of Tim Thomas. And a Young Guns for LA of Akil Thomas. $23.24. Star Zone for Pittsburgh of Crosby. Rookie retrospective for Philly of Noah Cates. And a Young Guns of Afanasyev for Nashville. Debut dates for Montreal of Owen Beck. Mitch Marner Portraits for Toronto. And a William Nylander Canvas for Toronto. Star Surge for Columbus of Kent Johnson. Canvas Black and White for Calgary of Tyler Toffoli. Young Guns for Detroit of Marco Kasper. Dazzlers of Nick Schmaltz for Arizona. Teacher's Pet for Edmonton of McDavid. Honor Roll for Carolina of Andrei Svechnikov. Special Edition for the Ottawa Senators of Brady Tkachuk. Stat Box for Washington of Ovechkin. Devin Levi, Young Guns for Buffalo. 200 by 85 for Florida of Alexander Barkov. Honor Roll for Ottawa of Stutzel. And a Canvas for San Jose of Capo Kakinen. Teacher's Pet for Calgary, Jonathan Huberdeau. Honor Roll for Washington of Ovechkin. Young Guns Outburst! Checklist random between New Jersey and Toronto of Luke Hughes and Matthew Nyes. Special Edition for Calgary of Nazem Kadri. Stat Box for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. Owen Beck Young Guns for Montreal. 200 by 85 for Seattle of Matty Beniers. Honor Roll of Johnny Gaudreau for Columbus. Canvas for Montreal of Caulfield. Special Edition for Toronto of Matthew Nyes. Rookie retrospective of Matty Beniers for Seattle. And the regular version of that dual Young Gun. Debut dates for Edmonton of Vincent Desharnais. Portraits for Seattle of Matty Beniers. Canvas of Elvis Merzlikins for Columbus. Star Surge for Ottawa of Jake Sanderson. Matthew Nyes, Young Guns for Toronto. And a deluxe base number to 250 for St. Louis of Braden Shen. On to 22-23. From Philly, you got it. Let's do it. Young Guns for Columbus of Trey Fix-Wolansky. Debut dates for the New York Rangers of Lundqvist. Canvas of Martin Necas for Carolina. Young Guns for Seattle of Matty Beniers. Variant Francais for Columbus of Werenski. Defense Mechanism for New Jersey of Dougie Hamilton. Freestyles for Calgary of Johnny Gaudreau. Canvas for Toronto of William Nylander. Rookie retrospective for Columbus of Cole Sillinger. Honor roll for Boston of Brad Marchand. Young Guns, Valtteri Puustinen for Pittsburgh. Portraits for Anaheim of Trevor Zegras. Young Guns for Detroit of Chase Pearson. Canvas for Florida of Jonathan Huberdeau. Defense Mechanism for Dallas of Miro Heiskanen. Honor roll for St. Louis of Jordan Kyrou. Young Guns for Columbus of Carson Meyer. Portraits for Carolina of Freddie Anderson. Center of Attention for Anaheim of Zegras. Canvas, Tanner Jeannot for the Nashville Predators. Young Guns for Philly of Linus Sandin. Dazzlers for Tampa of Alex Killorn. Defense Mechanism for Boston of Charlie McAvoy. And a Defense Mechanism gold for the Lightning of Victor Hedman. To 21-22. Young Guns for the Philadelphia Flyers, Wade Allison. Canvas for LA of Andrei Kopitar. Electromagnetic for St. Louis, David Perron. Young Guns for the Ottawa Senators of Philip Gustafson. Young Guns for Vegas of Logan Thompson. Honor roll for Winnipeg of Connor Hellebuck. Hundo P for the New York Islanders of Anders Lee. Canvas for Montreal of Carey Price. Young Guns for Arizona of Lane Peterson. I am making a mess. My goodness. Young Guns clear cut for the Ottawa Senators of Ollie Alsing. Electromagnetic for Arizona, Connor Garland. Portraits of Jamie Drysdale for Anaheim. Electromagnetic for Detroit of Dylan Larkin. Canvas for the Boston Bruins of David Pasternak. Young Guns for Detroit of Joe Veleno. Debut dates gold for Washington of Connor McMichael. Rookie retrospective for Minnesota of Kirill Kaprizov. Portraits for Calgary of Johnny Gaudreau. Young Guns for the Ottawa Senators, Philip Gustafson. Canvas for the Rangers, Mika Zibanejad. Debut dates for the Rangers of Vitaly Kravtsov. Dazzlers for Buffalo of Rasmus Dahlin. Young Guns for the New Jersey Devils of Marian Studnich. And an honor roll for Anaheim of Zegras. All right, 2021. Young Guns for Calgary of Artem Zagadulin. Canvas for Nashville of Matt Duchene. NHL Worldwide for Boston of David Pastrnak. Clear cut base for the Philadelphia Flyers of Ivan Provorov. Predominant for Columbus of Seth Jones. Portraits for the St. Louis Blues, Ryan O'Reilly. Debut dates for Vegas of Cody Glass. Canvas for Columbus of Seth Jones. Young Guns for Chicago, Lucas Carlson. Dazzlers for Montreal of Carey Price. Young Guns for LA of Gabe Vilardi. Portraits for Columbus of Pierre-Luc Dubois. Young Guns for the Rangers, Alexis Lafreniere. Canvas for the Flyers of James Van Riemsdyk. Worldwide of Tatar for Montreal. Young Guns Jean-Luc, French Young Guns of Emile Larmy for Pittsburgh. Predominant for Montreal of Tatar. Portraits for Vegas of Marc-Andre Fleury. Rookie retrospective for the Rangers of Adam Fox. Canvas for Tampa of Vasilevsky. Young Guns for Colorado of Martin Kaut. Variant base for Vancouver of Brock Besser. Young Guns for Edmonton, Ryan McLeod. And portraits for San Jose of Logan Couture. All right, guys, we have a left-right random to do. So for the left-right random, it will apply to all of the cards except for the dual Young Gun. Whichever one wins the left-right random will get the outburst, and the other one will get the regular. We'll split those two. All right, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The right side is the winner, which means Toronto is getting the outburst and New Jersey is getting the regular. There we go, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 spots left in this SBA break. Who wants to step up? Let's get the SBA break going. I will check on the red spots because we don't like the red spots. Those are never fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's close this one out. Who wants to step up for a spot? It just might win you a free box of cards. Hello. How are you doing? Are you saying hi? You're so silly, Cruisy Gus. Good boy. All right, folks, let's get this SBA break going. I think we can get Trilogy going. I think we should get the Halloween mix going because I'm very excited about that one. I like giving things away, and I get to give away 16 boxes. I'm also quite partial to Stature because it is one of my favorite products every single year. I just don't think you can beat that design. It's so pretty. So I am ready to roll here, friends. I just need a little help from my friends. That's a song. Oh, I just need... really hope the Jays can pull it off tonight. That would be very exciting. All right, looks like she's moving, folks. All right, let me start getting these team randoms ready. All right, guys, who wants to close it out? Looks like 2 spots remain. remain. We got stuck at 2 spots. 2 spots. And Stature is on the move, folks. We're down to 6 left in that one. Sounds like a fun one to get going next, if you ask me. And as soon as that last spot fills in SBA, we can get the party going again. I'll be back in 2 seconds, folks. All right, guys, looks like that last SBA spot is filling up, so we'll get going on that momentarily. Alrighty, let's get this thing going! All right, best of luck, ladies and gentlemen, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. All right, guys, let's see if we can't get some spots going in stature and trilogy. But best of luck to everybody in SBA. Here we go. Starting off CNC Group Break 24-4-24, we have the 22-23 SP Authentic 4-box break. Red for New Jersey of Vitek Vanacek. True Leaders for Colorado of McKinnon. And a Pageantry for Montreal of Caden Gooley. Future Watch red for Columbus of David Jiricek. Top rookies for Arizona of Nathan Smith. And a pageantry for Tampa of Stamkos. Red for Columbus of Line A. Top rookies for Montreal of Slavkovsky. And a Future Watch Spectrum for Chicago of Alex Vlasic. Red Future Watch for Seattle of Matty Beniers. Collaborations for Vegas of Eichel and Stone. And a Future Watch Retro auto number to 399 for the Colorado Avalanche, Ben Myers. Top rookies for Minnesota, Marco Rossi. Pageantry for Chicago of Lucas Reichel. And a Future Watch auto number to 999 for the Buffalo Sabres, Owen Power. Red Future Watch for Arizona, Jack McBain. True Leaders for Toronto of Matthews, numbered to 199, Nikita Alexandrov. Green Future Watch for St. Louis. Collaborations Blue of Panarin and Fox for the Rangers. John Tavares Spectrum for Toronto. And a pageantry for the Rangers of Lafreniere. Red of Suzuki for Montreal. True Leaders Green for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. Pageantry of Bunting for Toronto. Red Future Watch for Vegas of Zach Hayes. Collaborations for Minnesota of Boldy and Kaprizov. And a pageantry for Columbus of Jiricek. Red for the Rangers of Panarin. Top rookies for Seattle of Shane Wright. And a pageantry red of Jiricek for Columbus. Box 2. Red of William Karlsson for Vegas. Bobby Brink top rookies for Philly. Spectrum for Anaheim of Braden Tracy. Red Future Watch for Carolina of Kochetkov. Collaborations for Nashville of Yossi and Forsberg. And a Future Watch Auto Retro, number to 699 for the Lightning of Cole Kopke. Top rookies for Chicago of Lucas Reichel. Pageantry for Carolina of Brent Burns. And a sign of the times for the St. Louis Blues of Torrey Krug. Red for Arizona of Clayton Keller. True Leaders for Pittsburgh of Malkin. And a pageantry of Lundqvist for the Rangers. Red Future Watch for Montreal of Jack Eye. Top rookies for Buffalo of Jack Quinn. And a pageantry for Washington of Alex Ovechkin. Red for Pittsburgh of Sidney Crosby. Collaborations Blue for Boston of Pasternak and Bergeron. And a pageantry for Colorado of Makar. Red Future Watch for Philly of Linus Sandin. Collaborations for Boston of Pasternak and Bergeron. And a pageantry for Calgary of Blake Coleman. Red for LA of Kopitar. Top rookies of Jack Guy for Montreal. A red pageantry of Bobby Hull for Chicago. And a non-auto Future Watch for LA of Fajemo. Future Watch red for Minnesota of Matt Boldy. True Leaders for Edmonton of Draisaitl. Number to 99 gold base for Washington of Alex Ovechkin. Top rookies Blue for Montreal of Jack Guy. Spectrum for Montreal of Suzuki. And a pageantry for Montreal of Jack Guy. Box 3. Montreal of Kirby Dach. True Leaders for St. Louis of Ryan O'Reilly. Pageantry for Montreal of Jack Eye. Red Future Watch of Lucas Johansson for Washington. Top Rookies for Vancouver of Kuzmenko. And a Pageantry for Winnipeg of Ehlers. Red for Edmonton of Draisaitl. Top Rookies for LA of Brandt Clark. Future Watch Spectrum for Montreal of Gooley. Red Future Watch for Pittsburgh of Valtteri Puustinen. Collaborations of Larkin and Kubalik for Detroit. And number to 699, Future Watch Retro Auto for the Vegas Golden Knights, Caden Korczak. Top Rookies for Ottawa of Sogard, Pageantry for Calgary of Blake Coleman, and a UD Authentics Auto for the Rangers of K'Andre Miller. Red Future Watch for Arizona, Nathan Smith. True Leaders of Landeskog for Colorado. And a Future Icons of Jack Hughes and Dawson Mercer for New Jersey. Top Rookies Blue for Buffalo of Jack Quinn. Spectrum for Columbus of Goudreau. And a Pageantry for Dallas of Ottinger. Red for Tampa of Vasilevsky. True Leaders Blue for Pittsburgh of Malkin. And a Pageantry for Toronto of Marner. Future Watch Red for Columbus of Kent Johnson. Collaborations for the Rangers of Panarin and Fox. And a Pageantry for Anaheim of Pavel Regenda. Red for the Islanders of Barzal. Top Rookies for Tampa of Nick Perbix. Pageantry Red for Philly of Cam Atkinson. And a Curated Signatures, number to 199 for the Columbus Blue Jackets of Zach Werenski. And last box mojo. Red of Lucas Raymond for Detroit. Top Rookies for Carolina of Kochetkov. And a Spectrum for Nashville of Juuso Parssinen. Red Future Watch for Colorado, Oscar Olofsson. We have a Collaborations of Hughes and Bratt for New Jersey. And a Future Watch Auto number to 999 for the New Jersey Devils, Riley Walsh. Top Rookies for Seattle of Matty Beniers. Pageantry for LA, Brandt Clark. And number to 999, Future Watch Auto, Kent Johnson for Columbus. Red for Arizona of Nick Schmaltz. True Leaders for Washington of Ovi. Pageantry for Vancouver of Pettersson. Red Future Watch of Sogard for Ottawa. Top Rookies for Nashville of Juuso Parssinen. Pageantry for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. Red for LA of Jonathan Quick. True Leaders for St. Louis, Ryan O'Reilly. Pageantry for Edmonton of Gretzky. Red Future Watch for Philly, Isaac Ratcliffe. Collaborations for Ottawa of Tkachuk and Stützle. And a Pageantry for Toronto of Nick Abruzzese. Red for Anaheim of Ryan Strome. Top Rookies for Dallas of Blumel. Pageantry Red for Toronto of Bunting. Red Future Watch for Ottawa of Mark Kastelic. True Leaders for Tampa of Stamkos. And a Future Watch Gold, number to 99 for Philly of Ollie Leakstall. Top Rookies for Vancouver of Kuzmenko. Erik Karlsson Spectrum for the Sharks. And a Pageantry for Ottawa of DeBrincat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to give away a box I will do the random 3 times, and whoever name lands on top will be our winner. Here we go. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Habs fan 667. Congratulations. All right, boys and girls. What do we think? I agree about stature. I love stature. I think the cards are beautiful, and it is so close. Does anybody want to grab a spot there and try and get that one going? The stature break, I can link that one in the chat right here, folks. So if anybody wants to grab a spot, I would love to get that one going this evening. We still got over an hour until this baseball game, folks. Let's get it going. Let's get something going to tide us over here. me twice. I love it. Let's keep it going, folks. Stature has so many gems. I love Stature. So what do we think, folks? Anybody want to grab some spots? Get another break going from the big ball game? Before the big ball game, I should say. Ooh, we love the matching game. That chancer is just $12 a spot, folks. Anybody want to match a spot or two in that one? anybody wants to hop in any of these breaks. Otherwise, I'm going to take it as my sign that you guys are in World Series, Go Jays Go mode. I don't want any of this Go Dodgers nonsense. Go Jays Go is all we accept. But if you're thinking about stepping up for any spots, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to do so. Otherwise, we will be doing them tomorrow when hopefully the Jays are up 2-1 in the series. Knock on wood. I have nothing wooden to knock on. Does cardboard count? We got some good breaks going today. I love it. Cruiser. I have the goofiest dog. Thank you so much, Kenny. I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow, sir. And with that, I am going to agree with Kenny that this is probably the end of our evening, folks. We will be back live tomorrow night at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we will see you all tomorrow.